All right, friends, today we are working on the front porch and we're going to be adding a cozy factor even though it's summer. I have already taken the liberty of adding that metal wall embellishment. Let's go up there and take a closer look. So some of you may remember I picked this up at the Copper Cricket and I just never knew where to put it. And then once we got our front deck done, I thought, bingo, let's add some cozy factor out here on the front porch. So I placed it there. These are great to utilize because you can always hang a seasonal wreath right there, and it really adds charm to your front porch area. Gathered some items, sneak peek, and we are going to get started. We got our front deck done. We still have trim and stain work that we have to do, but that's not going to stop me. I'm not going to wait for us to finish and get that done. I'm going to make the front area welcoming and pretty. I think I'm going to start with the door, and I think that will kind of drive and dictate the way I want this front porch area to look and feel. I also think it's important to always have a wreath on your front door seasonally. It's something that's bright and cheery and welcoming. I have this cute wreath and I thought I would hang that on the door until the end of summer, and then we'll switch it out for something beautiful for fall. Nail right there. No command strips because those peel off when it gets too hot. So that will stay stationary, and let's hang the wreath. And that's how it looks. Always take a second to fluff out your wreath and make it look full and pretty. I'm also going to be adding a wreath there, but it's going to be something that's neutral that kind of ties in with this wreath, so it doesn't look like overkill, like too many wreaths. It's purely just to add texture and visual interest. Now, I'm always talking about curtain clips for many different uses, but these work awesome when you want to hang a wreath on these metal or iron wall embellishments, because you can simply clip the curtain clip to your wreath, and then you can just hang it right over this or even this, and it hangs perfectly in place. It won't be going anywhere. See? Let's hang it. So originally where I hung the wreath, it was like probably right there. It was hanging too low. So I took the liberty of hanging it up higher, and that looks much better. And now it looks more proportionally right for what I'm about to do. And when I pan over here, you can see that the green, obviously picks up the light green in that wreath. And now what I'm going to do is take the liberty of bringing a black table right there, and we're going to build on that. So I have this black table. It's glass on the top, it's black wood on the, around the edges, and then it's iron all the way around. And I thought, hey, it matches that. It might look very pretty. And that's what it looks like. Who says you can't decorate on your front porch and bring a little bit of the inside out? Now, before I go any further, I thought I would bring a welcome sign and hang it on the log wall, because it gets rather windy sometimes, and I have tried to lean my welcome sign and it always ends up on the ground. So this way I'm going to hang it so it won't go anywhere. You see, normally I would just lean it, but I'm going to hang it right there. All right, and that's how it looks. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's out of the way. The wind isn't gonna blow it over. When you walk up to the front door, you see the wreath and it says welcome. I think it's adorable. I think it looks really cute. Now for right now, I'm just gonna add a simple doormat. Maybe for fall, I'll do something fun. But let me go get that. That will suffice for right now. I think I'm gonna look for something that's bigger in scale and maybe do like a layered look. I don't know. It's okay. It's practical for right now. I think what I would like to do is add a big black lantern that I purchased from Target years ago, but I want to do something unique. I want to add a light to it, almost like it's mimicking a candle, but it's really not. And I'm going to put a dimmer switch on it so that at night I can turn it on. It won't be so stark, you know, bright. I can dim it and it will look more like a candle, but it will bring the much needed cozy factor up here on the front porch. Also, when people drive by, this will look very cozy from the street. Okay, here's the lantern. It's large in scale. I like that. Let's add some greenery on the inside to tie in with that, and then we're gonna add a light and we're gonna plug it in. Alrighty, this is the greenery I'm gonna use. This is the light I'm gonna use, and here is the dimmer switch I'm going to use. I purchased that on Amazon. It's awesome. I'll link it below in case any of you want to do something similar on your covered front porch. If your porch isn't covered, I would not recommend doing this, only if it's covered and it's out of the elements. So what I'm gonna do is take this greenery and I'm gonna put it in here. Kind of conceal this. Now I'm gonna take my lamp and I'm gonna set it on top of the greenery. So if you have a large lantern and a cylinder lamp, this works out perfectly. And it's got the little holes so you'll be able to see the light through the holes. Now, all we have to do is take this cord, kind of tuck it underneath here where you can't see it, and then we're gonna run the cord out over this way. Make sense? Okay, I just wanna make sure you understand what I did. Again, cylinder lamp is sitting in amongst the greenery. I ran the cord over here to the side so I can easily conceal that. Then I ran the cord over here like that, and then it's gonna be run down to that electrical outlet and I'm gonna plug in there. But before I do that, I'm gonna plug this in and plug this into it. So you can see this lighting receptacles right here. I plug that in, see, and it's dropped, and now I'm gonna plug this into the outlet right there. Okay, and that's what it looks like. The lamp cord is plugged into the dimmer outlet, and then this drops. Let's see if I can shut it. And there's the dimmer. Okay, so out here on the porch, you can now see there's a light on. It's a little too bright for my liking, so we're gonna come down here and we're gonna dim it. Much better. And at night, it just gives a nice little subtle glow here on the front porch, almost mimicking what a candle would look like. I hope that makes sense. Okay, what I'm gonna do is close that because I definitely don't want bugs being drawn to that and getting in there. And just so you know, I did this look and feel a while ago and I took it all apart and cleaned everything and I'm redoing it just for you guys. So there were hardly any bugs in that lantern, so it's working out beautifully. So what I did was I shut the lantern, but I had to leave a little bit of greenery kind of coming out because I wanted it to sort of conceal that wire right there. And that's what it looks like. Now let's add something right here. Next, what you see here is a little bird cage. It actually comes with a stand, but I took it off the stand and I'm bringing it to the top of this table, and I'm just gonna put some garden balls in it to tie in with the greenery. So I have this garden ball. I got this at Hobby Lobby, and I'm gonna put it inside the bird cage. And here's the second one. I'm just gonna put two. Then I'm gonna put the top down and latch it. And that's all there is to it. That's all I'm putting up there. And now I'm gonna do something right there to conceal that electrical outlet, and this whole vignette will be done. Next, I have this cute basket, and I did this floral arrangement during spring. It used to be on my hearth, actually on that table, but I'm gonna sit it right there. So we have a wood burning fireplace, and normally we used to keep this next to the hearth, and we would bring in dried wood and pile it, and it worked out fabulous last winter. Well, I didn't know where to put, these. I didn't want to just stick them in the garage, although I could have, but I like the contrast of the black next to the logs. So I'm going to put those opposite to the table. So that's kind of what it looks like. And I may just put a couple pieces of wood up there just for kicks. Last but not least, I've got this black bucket that we use to get the ashes out of the fireplace with. We kind of scoop them and then put the ashes in here, and then we take them out. I think the bucket is super cute, so I'm just gonna set it here sort of as a decorative piece. And last but not least, I have this black bucket that we use. We usually have it on the hearth, and when we clean our fireplace, we take the ashes, we put it in here, and then we've got the little tools. I just think it looks cute. This is a log home. It's rustic, and so it's like you got your firewood here, you've got your little bucket, it's summertime, you've got ambiance, you've got texture. I just think it's cute. So right here I want to put a topiary, and then right over here I want to put a topiary. And that will do it for the front porch. I think it's cute, it's cozy, it's welcoming.